Welcome to You Brew Kombucha. I get a lot of questions from people who ask if kombucha ever expires and how long it'll last in the fridge once you've bottled it. So I've left bottles in my fridge for upwards of 6, 8, 9 months or more and haven't had any problem. I'd say that it lasts pretty much indefinitely as long as it's brewed properly and as long as you keep it refrigerated. And I'll say somewhat indefinitely because this is a live, raw, real, natural product, and nothing that's a natural product has an infinite shelf life. So it'll keep changing and fermenting very, very slowly in the fridge the longer you keep it in there. Cold temperatures basically put the yeast into a state of dormancy. So they're not dead, but they'll very, very slowly still continue to ferment your bottles, even though they're in low temperatures. So what that means is if you leave your bottles in the fridge for a few months, the yeasts will continue to eat the sugars that are in the fruit. So the longer that you keep it in there, the more carbonated it'll get, the more acidic it'll get, and the more it'll continue to ferment at a slower pace. So if you are planning on keeping your kombucha in the fridge long term, this is one of those rare cases where I will recommend that you burp it every month and a half or so, just to relieve any excess pressure that might be building up as a result of that slow continued fermentation in the fridge. I will say that if you'd like your kombucha on the drier side, if you're a fan of ciders or sour beers, I've purposefully aged my kombucha in the fridge for around 6 to 8 months. I aged an apple kombucha in my fridge and it turned out like a really, really nice dry cider. And I'm a huge fan of sour beers. So whenever I make a batch of passion fruit kombucha, I'll set aside a few bottles and just age them in the fridge, and it tastes fantastic. So that's another kind of side benefit of aging kombucha bottles in the fridge if you're a fan of drier tasting kombucha as well. So I hope that's helpful. Happy brewing!